Hail through tax season, go to Jackson Hewitt and you'll be limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Not everyone can fix their own car or a leaky pipe. So what do? Call an expert. And if daily finances for you or a family member have become too much of a burden, call Rhonda at Numbers Are Us. Whether it's an older loved one, member of the military, or just someone who's too busy or constantly on the road, Daily Money Management from Numbers Are Us takes care of all the bills, deposits, and payments and avoids fees, family conflict, and fraud. Contact Rhonda at numbersareus.com.
Here's your Real Country 1430 forecast.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Increasing clouds tonight, cold, a low of 0 to 5 below. For tomorrow, a cloudy sky with snow showers developing in the afternoon. Accumulations of 2 to 5 inches by the time we look into Saturday morning. Winter weather advisories in effect. Get the bathroom you've always wanted, interest-free from BCI Bath and Shower. 800-329-4115. Right now, it's
The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Mondovi High School tonight, boys high school basketball as Durand-Arkansaw faces Mondovi in a Dunn-St. Croix matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Panthers, they're 15-4 overall, 9-1 in the Dunn-St. Croix after their 80-65 win over Boyceville. For Mondovi, they're 3-17 overall, 1-9 in the Dunn-St. Croix after their 62-52 loss to Colfax. When these two teams met up in January, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 77-36. Parker Olmstead, the leading scorer for the Panthers, at 18 points a game, and Dane Bates is the leading rebounder with 9 rebounds a game. Bodie Faulkner, the leading scorer with 8 points a game for Mondovi, while Bo Spindler is the leading rebounder with 6 rebounds a game. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Boyceville in tonight's game against Mondovi. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll tell you who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Mondovi boys basketball game, let's run down our schedule tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. In the Dunn-St. Croix Conference tonight, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Mondovi game, Elk Mound is hosting Spring Valley. Boyceville is at Glenwood City. Colfax travels to Plum City Elmwood. That game to be held at Elmwood High School. Middle Border Conference boys hoops tonight. Prescott at Amory. Altoona hosts St. Croix Central. Girls basketball tonight, Augusta at Blair Taylor in the Dairyland Conference. Cochrane Fountain City hosting Independence Gilmanton. Whitehall at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Oliva Strum hosts Alma Center Lincoln. Alma Pepin travels to Melrose Mindoro. Middle Border Conference girls basketball tonight, Osceola at Baldwin Woodville. St. Croix Central will host Altoona. Ellsworth plays at Somerset, and Prescott is on the road to Amory. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Boyceville last week and tonight's game against Mondovi. That's coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview. Brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Mondovi boys basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. Well, coach, the makeup game against Boyceville, pretty convincing win.
It wasn't too bad. It was a little closer early on than we would have liked to see. A couple guys for them got hot. They shot as a team probably 15% higher than they had shot all year as a group. So, and a couple guys just came in and were lighting it up for them. But we got things going. Our outside shots maybe weren't falling like the normal, but we got some good drives and dishes and attacks and Luke Weber and Parker Olmstead both were over 20 for the game, and that really got us going offensively.
And defensively, things then did stabilize. I mean, you never know when someone's going to. I got where I actually made 3 in a row one time when I was playing way back when. So, yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, and our defense settled down, and that's kind of where we spurred a lot of our points, was getting stops and getting out in transition. Most of our buckets came from in transition. So, yeah, we definitely got our hands on some basketballs, got rebounds, and led to some runouts for us.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky, you're 9-1 in the conference, first place. It doesn't matter who you play. There's a target on our back.
Oh, big time. And that's what I've told our guys that in pregame before. We have the biggest target on our back because everybody wants to knock us off, and they're going to bring their best game. They're coming in to face us, and we're going to get the other team's best game. And it showed it against Boyceville, where a couple guys that normally aren't knocking them down like that got hot, and they're trying to do whatever they can to beat us. So we got to come ready to play every night and just come with that game face on.
Taking on Mondovi tonight. Last time these two teams met back in January. Pretty big win, but I'll go back to there's a target on our back. And, oh, by the way, it just happens to be Mondovi, and there's a rivalry and the whole deal. So this is something that just isn't a given.
Right, and the guys can see that they've been playing a lot of our conference teams tough, and I think they're only down 4 or 5 against Elk Mound towards the end of that game. They just were in a close battle with Colfax, who's not too bad. So we know that as teams go out through the year, they're getting better and better. And I also said I'm sure Parker's not going to shoot 8 for 9 from three-point range this time. That was how he was. He was just on fire up there. It's great if he does, but most likely he's not going to be that hot every single time we play these guys. So I go, we got to be ready to play and do all the the main fundamental things: are rebounding, keeping low turnovers, and getting stops on defense.
Now, since the game in January, these last couple of games that Mondovi's played, you've had a chance to take a look at the film. Have they been making some changes, or have you just seen improvements in how they run their defense?
A lot of just improvement throughout the year. Taking better shots. Shots are falling a little bit more now that we've been shooting for months now. Compared to the first time we played them. So some shots are falling, and they're taking care of the ball more, and they're just getting a lot of freshmen out there for Mondovi. So they're just getting more seasoned and they were a little wet behind the ears right away, and now they're getting some reps in there, so I expect them to come out and be playing us tough.
How important will it be then that first 8 minutes of the first half? Because the longer it stays close, the more confident they get, and the more in the back of Parker's mind and everybody, oh, geez, wait a minute here, something's going on. Things can switch.
Yeah, it definitely could. And, the nice thing is the comeback we had against Elk Mound kind of leaves it in our mind of we can do it at anything at any time. We can make it happen. So, hopefully, they have that. But it's important. You want to get out on a nice run early so you can get the game where you want it and get their mindset kind of thinking the other way and not as confident and make them play tight. But of course, if you're in a tight battle against a team that's got nothing to lose like that they're going to be free and easy, letting her go, and then you get tight. So, I haven't seen that from our guys where they get too tight. So I think they'll come out and be confident and play hard.
Going to be a fun game. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. Starting lineups tip-off. It's Durand-Arkansaw at Mondovi. And boys high school basketball coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Mondovi High School. Brian Winnikins with you as we're moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Mondovi boys basketball game. And we'd like to say a special welcome to the men and women serving in the military listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at our website at realcountry1430.com. We would like to say thank you for your service, and we hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. Also, a special welcome to those of you watching our broadcast as well on our streaming video service at our website at realcountry1430.com, and streaming video being brought to you in part by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. Our streaming audio being brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealtymidwest.com, and Adam Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center in Durand, and they are having a special right now, breaks for kids to help out with St. Jude's Hospital. Find out more at Adam Super Service in Durand. Well, for the Panthers, they are 9-1 in the Dunn St. Croix. The Buffaloes 1-9. And from the JV game earlier tonight, it was a close one, but Durand-Arkansaw wins it by a score of 41-35. All right, so we're just a few moments away as well. Throughout the evening, we're going to be thanking some businesses and organizations, all of our high school sports sponsors. Without the support of these businesses and organizations, we wouldn't be here tonight. So we'd like to say thank you to Sundstrom and Company, our local tax experts. Call them now. It's tax time, 672-4425, and schedule that appointment. Charles LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They also provide service for other name brand appliances at Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand, and Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. Also, the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Again, please thank all of our sponsors that we'll talk about throughout the night. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. So we are just moments away from tonight's tip-off between Durand-Arkansaw and Mondovi.
Mondovi Pep Band with tonight's national anthem. All right, time now for our starting lineups this evening. For the Durand Panthers, they are 9-1 in the Dun St. Croix, 15-4 overall. Coming out will be number 3, senior Parker Olmstead. Number 12, sophomore Luke Weber. Number 24, junior Max Anderson. Number 25, senior Dane Bates. And number 33, junior Brett Brydung. Again, Panthers 9-1 in the conference, 15-4 overall. So Panthers now just being introduced. And as Anderson comes out, and there's Dane Bates. And Brett Brydung following suit. And now for the Mondovi Buffaloes, 1-7 in the Dun St. Croix, 3-17 overall. Coming out number 1, freshman Griffin Rudd. Well, here we go with the dark lights again. Number 3, freshman Bodie Faulkner. Number 20, sophomore Blaine Williamson. Number 21, freshman Bo Spindler. And number 42, senior Caden Deaton. And again, Buffaloes, like we talked about in the pregame, they're a very young team. And it's one of those things where when you got a lot of freshmen and young players, it can at times be tough. All right, we are ready to go. Oh, thank you with the lights. All right, so Dane Bates at center. And he'll be facing Faulkner for our tip-off. And here we go, tipped up and back to Brydung. We're underway, over to Weber. And so Weber across the timeline now for the Panthers. Inside to Bates. Bates drives the lane, over, lays it, no good. And rebounded by Spindler, but stolen by Olmstead. Olmstead back the other way, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Faulkner. And so inbounding it is Brydung. Brydung inbounds it to Anderson. Anderson underlays it, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. Goes back to the Buffaloes. Well, so far, a couple of the easy bunnies have not gone in for the Panthers. And so now inbounded to Faulkner. Full court Panther press. And Faulkner now quickly across the timeline. Hands it off to Deaton. Deaton now on the wing, around to the horn we go. Get to the top of the key, back to Deaton on the right wing. Deaton now looking for Faulkner. Faulkner at the top of the key. And over to Deaton. Deaton now back over to Rudd. Rudd, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And it's going to be off of Bates. And so inbounding it now will be Faulkner. And Faulkner now inbounds it to Rudd. Rudd puts up a shot from the free throw line, off the glass, up and in. Mondovi leads 2-0. Inbounded to Olmstead now. And Olmstead across the timeline, intercepted. And it's intercepted by Rudd, back the other way. Shot no good, tip. Rebounded by the Buffaloes, partially blocked. Rebounded again by the Buffaloes, shot put up. And that is Faulkner. And now it's 4-0 Mondovi. And across the timeline comes Olmstead. Olmstead now over to Weber. Weber now looking for a cutter, now to Bates. Bates now over to Brydung. Brydung to Anderson. Anderson now over to Weber. Weber looking for a cutter, no one's there. And inside, and ball goes out of bounds as it's knocked out of bounds by Mondovi. So inbounding it now to our left will be Brydung. Buffaloes lead 4-0, inbounded to Bates. Bates kicks it back out to Weber. Weber head fakes the three from the right wing, drives inside, puts up a shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 42, Deaton, and so going to the line for 2. Nope, they're going to call that on the floor foul, not a shooting foul, so it will stay Panther ball, but no free throws. Breidung to inbound it, looking. Pass intercepted. Inbound pass intercepted by Spindler. Back the other way now comes Faulkner for the Buffaloes, leading 4-0. Round the horn we go now, over to Williamson. Now a 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Spindler. Kicks it back out to the top of the key now, over to Rudd. Rudd, top of the key now to Deaton, left wing. 3-ball, shot's good by Deaton. And oh boy, it's now 7-0 Mondovi. And Olmsted across the timeline to Bates. Bates now over to Weber. Weber, top of the key, squares up. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Bates, but it's a loose ball. Mondovi comes up with it. Over to Faulkner now. Back the other way come the Buffaloes. They're on a roll. Loose ball. Coming up with it again, though, is Spindler. Spindler into the lane, puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by the Buffaloes, but it's going to be intercepted by Weber. 2-on-1 break. Weber, shot, and gets the shooter's roll. And now the Panthers finally on the board. 7-2, Mondovi. Inbounded now to Faulkner. Faulkner not across the timeline. Now he gets across the timeline, has Breidung in his face. Onto the left wing to Williamson. Top of the key now to Deaton. Deaton did not decide against, he decided against the 3 rather. Uh-oh, ball thrown away, and it's going to be over and back. And so inbounding it now is Anderson. Gets it over to Bates. Bates now to Weber. Weber, top of the key, drives in, lays it up and in. 7-4 now, Mondovi. Inbounded to Rudd. Here comes the trap, but he gets it across the timeline. And now into the corner, Deaton. 3-ball on the way, shot's good. 10-4, Mondovi. And now Breidung coming across the timeline. Or check that, Olmsted rather, across the timeline to Breidung. Breidung pass, Bates can't hang on to it. And coming back the other way is Mondovi. Faulkner now has it, top of the key. And trying to drive inside now was Williamson. They kick it back to the outside. Deaton, spin move, kicks it back out to the left wing. Around the horn we go now to Rudd. Rudd from the free throw line, puts up the shot, gets the shooter's roll. 12-4, Mondovi. 13:49 remaining in the first half. And across the timeline now comes Olmsted. Olmsted looking for a cutter, no one there. Weber left corner, 3-ball, shot's good by Weber. And Weber has all the points for the Panthers. And back the other way we go. That is Olmsted. Now a 3-ball on the way. Check that. That was Deaton with the 3-ball. Deaton's got 9. Quickly back the other way is Weber. Whistle and a foul. And so now it'll be going to the line for 2. It's Weber. 15-7, Mondovi leads. Foul will be on number 21. That's going to be on Spindler. And so Weber to the top, the free throw line. First free throw on the way is no good. They get a Jerry Bear and Sons with dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chenfit Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Free throw on the way is good by Weber. And so it's 15-8, Mondovi. Faulkner now. Long cross-court pass over to Rudd. Rudd is now across the timeline. Back towards center. Rudd now over to Williamson. Williamson. Back over to Rudd, staying on the far outside. Back to Faulkner now. Faulkner to Rudd. Panthers look like they're in the zone. They get it inside to Spindler, but then they have to kick it back out. And not nearly, Weber tried to, that was, check that out, Weber. That was Wittick trying to make the steal there, and that didn't happen. Instead, he's fouled, and so goes back to the Buffaloes. 15-8, 12:48 remaining here in the first half. And it's going to be inbounded now to Spindler. Spindler back to Rudd. Over to Faulkner now on the far side. Back to Rudd here on the near side. Rudd now looking for a cutter, no one there, and has to keep it on the outside to Williamson. Pass intercepted this time. Weber falls, but regains it. Gets it over to Wittick. Wittick kicks it back out to Olmstead. Olmstead, 3-ball on the way! Pucker Olmstead with the 3. Timeout Mondovi. With 12:24 remaining in the first half, 15-11 now. Mondovi still leads. Thank you to Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built take care of all of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or find them online at BauerBuilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom, as they had the big Valentine's Day event that's still going on here this evening in downtown Durand with the Cottage. But you can visit the Cottage tomorrow, guys, to get those Valentine's Day gifts. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. Call the JKO Auto Body in Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for even more savings. Visit shopfreshmarketswy.com for more information and save even more with your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. All right, so inbounded to Rudd. Rudd now back to Spindler across the timeline now to Faulkner. Mondovi leads 15-11. Pass is going to be nearly intercepted, but Mondovi comes back up with it. Spindler kicks it back out. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And crashing the glass is Faulkner. Whistle and a jump. It'll stay Mondovi ball. And so now inbounding it will be Faulkner. Inbounds it, and 3-ball quickly on the way. Shot no good off the back of the rim. Tipped out by Weber. Weber back the other way. Puts up the shot. Whistle, foul. Foul is going to be on number 1, and that's going to be on Rudd. Going to the line for 2 is Weber. Thank you to Numbers R Us, your daily money manager. It's 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093. Find out how a daily money manager can help your family with their finances. Also peace of mind and fraud prevention as well. That's Numbers R Us. And Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. The hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse. Don't forget, you can also get the some beef specials as well. And rebounded by Bates. Bates gets it back over to Weber as the second free throw no good. 15-footer shot no good. Tipped up. Whistle, foul. Foul's going to be on the Panthers. I think the foul is going to be on Bates. And so it goes back to the Buffaloes leading 15-12, 11:43 remaining. Rudd now gets the inbound back over to Spindler. Back to Rudd to Spindler. Over to Faulkner, not across the timeline. And the ball's knocked away by Weber. Out of bounds. It'll go back to Mondovi. And so inbounding it is Spindler. Inbounds it now to Faulkner. Faulkner across the timeline quickly. And they get it into the corner now. Driving left baseline shot put up, no good. Rebounded by Spindler. Spindler now kicks it back out now to Faulkner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Olmstead. Olmstead pushes it up quickly up court. And puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Wittick. Pass is going to be tipped out of bounds. And it'll stay a Panther ball. And so inbounding it now is Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to inbound it to our left. And Weisenbeck looking, gets it to Bates, who's on the outside. Bates now over to Wittick. Wittick on the left wing, works off the screen, comes to the top of the key now, back outside over to Weber. Weber on the left wing, inside to Bates. Bates into the lane, kicks it back out to Weber. He head fakes the 3. Now he drives inside. Has to kick it back out to Bates. Bates now around the horn. We go to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck spin move into the lane. And it's going to be off of Weisenbeck. Mondovi ball. 15-12 Buffaloes. 10:46 remaining here in the first half. Brydung coming back in for Olmsted. And inbounding it now is Spindler, who inbounds it to Faulkner. Back to Spindler. Spindler now to Rudd. Rudd across the timeline now. Pass inside. They get it back inside to Williamson. Puts up the shot, whistling a foul. Williamson will go to the line for 2. And with the foul will be probably Weisenbeck. And so Williamson to the line for 2. Thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more. Visit provisions.health. First free throw on the way is good. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building a smart fiber optic community from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Next free throw on the way by Williamson. Puts it up and no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. And quickly back the other way now comes Weber. Weber now over to Wittig. Wittig at the top of the key now to Brydung. Brydung, top of the key. Into the corner now to Weisenbeck, right corner. Weisenbeck looking for a cutter, no one there. 16-12, Buffaloes, top of the key is Wittig. Wittig now looking for someone inside, can't do it. Over to Weisenbeck now on the right wing. Weisenbeck tries to work off to the screen. Head fakes to 3 now. Wittig left corner. Tries to drive left baseline. Gets cut off. Tries to get it back outside to Brydung, but he can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. Buffalo ball. And so now inbounding it will be Spindler. And Olmsted and Bates now come back in. Weisenbeck and Weber will take a seat. Again, 16-12. Buffalo's lead. And so now inbounded to Faulkner. And Faulkner now not across the timeline. Now he gets, pass tipped away by Wittig. Over to Olmsted. Whistle and a foul. And it'll be against Mondovi. No shot. Foul be on number 21. That's going to be on Spindler. And so inbounding it now will be Anderson. So Anderson to inbound it. Coming back in for Mondovi is Deaton. He's had 9 points on threes. Out to Bates. Bates now over to Olmsted. Right wing, 3 ball on the way. Parker Olmsted with another 3. 16-15 now, Mondovi. Over to Williamson. Williamson's pass was tipped, but coming up with it is Faulkner, and Wittig tried to, they're going to call double dribble. Double dribble on Mondovi. Panther ball. That's Wittig again, causing all the problems. And so it's Panther ball. And Anderson now to inbound it to pretty much right in front of us. And inbound it to Olmsted in the back court. Olmsted will have to come back across the timeline. Olmsted now over to Wittig. Wittig now over to Olmsted. Olmsted squares up. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wittig. Wittig to Anderson. Anderson's shot blocked out of bounds by number 3, Bodie Faulkner. It'll stay Panther ball. And so Anderson to inbound it now to our left. And Anderson now looking out to Bates. Bates now over to Olmsted. Olmsted left corner. Back to Bates, top of the key. To Olmsted left wing. And Olmsted now back to Brydung. Left wing, 3 ball on the way. Shot no good off of Anderson. It'll be Mondovi ball. Or wait, is there a foul? A foul? Oh, they're going to say it was off of Mondovi. I thought it was off of Anderson. Nope, it's Panther ball. And so Brydung will bring it out. They'll have him inbounded over here. So Brydung to inbound it. Looking, still looking, inbounded to Olmsted. Olmsted looking for Bates, cross-court pass to Wittig. Wittig on the right wing, comes to the top of the key to Olmsted. Olmsted on the left wing, tries to drive inside. Back out to Bates. Bates now over to Brydung. Brydung works off the screen, top of the key, pass is knocked away, and the Buffaloes come up with it. And here comes a 3 ball, shot no good, and rebounded by Brydung. Back the other way to Wittig. Wittig lays it up and in. And now the Panthers lead by one, 17-16. 8:33 remaining in the half. Over to Williamson now. Williamson across the timeline now, over to Rudd. Now into the corner to Deedon, back out to Rudd. Top right at the free throw line to Brenner. Now into the corner to Faulkner. Back out towards center to Rudd. Over to Faulkner, left wing. Cross-court pass now over to Williamson, right wing. Now top of the key, inside, now outside to Faulkner. Back to Rudd at center. Onto the right wing now to Williamson. Inside now to Brenner. Ball stolen as Wittick comes up with it. Wittick kicks it back over to Brydung. Comes in from the right wing, puts up the shot. Oh, gets the shooter's roll. I thought that was going to rim out. Timeout, Mondovi. So Brydung sinks it. And it makes it now 19-16. Panthers leading with 7:48 remaining here in the first half. And thank you to the Riverside Grill. Of course, they're going to have some Valentine's Day specials tomorrow night, including all of the different specials for the Friday Fish Fry. That's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. O'Galley Cheese Factory. They are saluting all of the FFA members, and they're going to have some FFA specials as well for FFA Week. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand for more information. Martin Transport, visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Also, Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org for more information on how you can volunteer for events. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. 19-16, Panthers lead. And it'll be Mondovi ball as the timeout is done. And inbounding it will be Faulkner. Faulkner to inbound it now. Inbounds it to Rudd. And, kicked out of bounds by Wittick. Nice kick. So we'll try that again. Faulkner to inbound it. This time he inbounds it to Williamson. Williamson on the far side. Williamson back to Faulkner now. To Rudd. Not across the timeline yet. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner now across the timeline for the Buffaloes. And over to Rudd. But they're staying towards the center right by the timeline. Over to Williamson now. Williamson now, a cross-court pass to Rudd. Rudd tries to get it inside. Now they kick it out to the wing to Williamson. He drives in, puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Deedon. Deedon kicks it out, and it's blocked away. But the Buffaloes do come up with it as Bates knocked away the pass. Over to the left wing now, over to Faulkner. Faulkner back at center, over to Williamson. Williamson, three ball from the right wing off the glass. Oh, man, wow. Tied at 19. And now Olmsted across the timeline. Over to Wittick. Wittick now to Brydung. Brydung inside to Bates. Bates puts up a tough shot off the glass, up and in. Panthers back up by 2, 21-19. Full court Panther press now. Inbounded to Rudd. Rudd bounce pass to Deedon. Deedon back to Faulkner. He'll come across the timeline for the Buffaloes. Over to Williamson now. Williamson back to Rudd. Rudd back towards center. Down to the left wing now to Williamson to Rudd. They're trying to get Brenner inside. And Rudd now to Brenner. Over to Williamson. He thought about the three, decided against it. Over to Brenner now to Williamson. He'll drive inside. Puts up the shot. Off the glass. Up and in. Tied at 21. And now coming across the timeline over to Wittick from Olmsted. Now to Brydung. Brydung inside to Bates. Ball tipped, but he gets control. Up and in. 23-21 now, Panthers. And inbounded now to Williamson. Full court Panther press once again. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner to Rudd. Rudd to Faulkner. Faulkner across the timeline now. Stops at center over to Williamson on the left wing. to Faulkner, back at center to Williamson, right or left wing rather. Now to Rudd. Rudd back at center. And over to Williamson. Now into the left baseline. And that is Deaton. He has to kick it back to the outside. Rudd now back at center. And ball's tipped out of bounds. No, they're not going to. They're going to call it off of Mondovi. It'll be Panther ball. Boy, I thought it was tipped. All right, so it's Panther ball. Panthers lead 23-21. 5:07 remaining in the half. And inbounded to Olmsted now. And Olmsted now to Wittig. Wittig on the right wing. To Weber. Intercepted. Intercepted by Rudd. Rudd back the other way for the Buffaloes. Down to the right wing now. Looking for a cutter inside in Deaton. And gets it to Deaton, right baseline. 15-footer shot, no good. Rebounded by Wittig. Wittig will give it back to Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Breidung on the right wing. Breidung to Olmsted. Olmsted back at center now. Over to Weber. Weber inside to Bates. Bates kicks it back out to Weber. Left wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good. Luke Weber with another 3. And the Panthers lead 26-21 now. Inbounded to Rudd. Rudd now over to Faulkner. Faulkner over to Williamson. Not across the timeline yet. Now we get across the timeline to Deaton. Left wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Breidung. Breidung over to Weber. Weber keeps it himself. Dish, no, he's going to get a foul before the shot. And so it'll be a foul on Mondovi. I think the foul's going to be on Rudd. Oh, they are going to say it was at the shot. Okay, so Weber to the line for 2. Oh, it's the 1-and-1 bonus. That's why. All right. Free throw on the way on the 1-and-1. Good by Weber. Thank you to the Sal Block with their soup and salad bar every weekday as well. They also have daily specials as well. That's the Sal Block, downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way is good by Weber. And so Weber makes them both. And now inbounded to Williamson. Panthers lead 28-21, 3:59 remaining. Back to Faulkner now. Faulkner will get across the timeline to Rudd. Now into the corner, Deaton. 3-ball on the way from the right corner. Shot no good. Rebounded by Breidung. Breidung to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now. From the free throw line. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Rudd. And Rudd back the other way for the Buffaloes. Over to Deaton, top of the key. Deaton has Bates in front of him. Now they go around the corner, around the horn over to Faulkner now into the left corner. Tries to drive left baseline, gets around to Olmsted, gets cut off. Loose ball, but regains control. Back out to the top of the key now to Williamson. Williamson to Deaton. Deaton now by the top of the key. And bumps and driving inside Williamson. Whistle and a foul. And I think the foul's going to be on the Panthers. It's going to be on Wittig, and that'll be his second, 4th team foul. And so now inbounding it to our right will be Faulkner underneath the basket. Faulkner looking, and gets it into the corner to Rudd. Left corner now out to the wing to Williamson. Williamson now over to Brenner. Brenner kicks it back out to the wing. 3-ball, ribs out, no good. And coming up with it is Deaton, and that pass is going to be intercepted by Weber, who was standing out of bounds, back to Mondovi. And so it'll stay Mondovi ball, and Rudd to inbound it in front of the Panther bench. 28-21, Panthers lead, 3:01 remaining in the first half. Our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. Williamson now gets the inbound, now over to Faulkner. And Faulkner now back to Rudd. Back at center now to the left wing to Williamson. Back to Rudd at center. Now over to the wing on to Faulkner. That's the left wing. Over to Deaton, top of the key. Deaton looking for a cutter. No one. He fakes the 3. Now over to Rudd. Rudd right wing. Over to the top of the key. Faulkner head fakes. Now nearly fell, but regains control. Faulkner now looking for a cutter inside. Now to Deaton. Deaton left wing. Out to the top of the key now to Williamson. Williamson now to Rudd. Panthers lead 28-21. Rudd over to Williamson. Williamson top of the key now. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner at the top of the key over to the right wing now to Deaton. Deedon looking for a cutter, no one there. He has to pass it off. Now back to Faulkner, left wing. He's going to drive left baseline. Gets cut off by Olmstead. Has to kick it back out to the top of the key to Deedon. Deedon now fakes right, goes left, tries to get around Bates. Bates blocks it. And coming up with a loose ball is Weisenbeck back to Olmstead. Panther ball. 28-21, Panthers lead, minute 47 remaining. Now Weber, left corner, 3-ball shot, no good. Crashing the glass is Brydon, gets it to Bates. Bates to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Weber. Weber inside, puts up a shot, whistle and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Rudd. And so going to the line is Weber. Thank you to the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance, serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. American Family Insurance, insurance that fits your needs. First free throw is good. Ryan's Sports Shop with ice fishing here. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. And Riverside Plaza, now open for all of your car care needs. Riverside Plaza, your Napa Gold Car Care Center located at Durand, Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Free throw on the way by Weber makes them both. To make it 30-21, Panthers, minute 36 remaining here in the first half. And inbounded now to Brenner. Brenner back to Spindler. Spindler across the timeline quickly. Pass intercepted. Intercepted by Weber. Weber back the other way. Kicks it over to Olmstead. Left wing. 3-ball on the way. Parker Olmstead with another 3. 33-21 now. Inbounded to Faulkner. Faulkner to Spindler. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner across the timeline for the Buffaloes. And Dean now into the right corner. Panthers lead 33-21. At the top of the key is Brenner. Dean now over to Spindler, top of the key. And loose ball, but coming up with it is Brenner. Brenner now back over to Faulkner. Faulkner left wing, back to Brenner left side. And they try to get it on the left baseline. And coming up with a loose ball is Weber. Weber to Brydon. Brydon stop, shot off the glass, whistle, foul. And the foul will be on number 11. That's going to be on Reichel. And so going to the line for 2 is Brydon. Thank you to Annabis Seiler, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer, Highway 25 Durand. They also do small engine repair as well. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service Durand, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at 672-8224. First free throw is good. Second free throw on the way is good. Brydon makes them both. To make it 35-21 now. And inbounded now to Spindler. Spindler back to Faulkner. Faulkner now over to Dean. Dean thought about the 3 but can't do it. Now trying to drive inside, whistling a foul. Foul will be on the Panthers. And so foul's going to be on Anderson. So inbounding it will be Faulkner. 32 seconds left. Out to Spindler. Now around the left corner, Faulkner head fakes the 3, puts up a shot, no good from the corner. Rebounded by the Panthers, or by the Buffaloes, and a whistle and a foul. And so fouls on Panthers. Going to the line for 2 will be Spindler. And all that foul's also going to be on Anderson. Also, thank you to Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic. They're part of Gunderson Tri-County Hospitals and a Gunderson Clinic. First free throw is good. To make it 35-22 now, Panthers. And next free throw on the way is good, so Spindler makes them both. Inbounded now to Olmstead, going for the last shot of this first half. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. Olmstead at center, 13 seconds remaining. He's just going to wait, and now he begins. And over to Weisenbeck, top of the key now, over to Weber. Weber still on the outside, 2 seconds left. Puts up the shot from the free throw line. No shot travel before the shot. The shot was good, but there's a travel. 0.2 of a second left. We're going to halftime with the Panthers leading 35-23. I doubt that there'll be a... But we'll see once. 3/4 of a... Again, 0.2 of a second left. And it's inbounded, and the shot is short, and we are at halftime. So at halftime, Panthers leading 35-23. Time now for the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show. And you're listening to Durand Panther Boys Basketball on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. Mass layoffs in the federal government.
75,000 federal workers have accepted the administration's buyout offer to get paid until September or risk being laid off. About 3% of the federal workforce, less than the 5 to 10% the administration was hoping for. That offer now closed. We're learning mass layoffs for those who didn't take the offer have begun, with thousands of people expected to be let go. The Department of Education firing 40 employees hired over the last year.
ABC's Mary Bruce. The Associated Press says its sources tell it 86-year-old Andrew Lester of Kansas City, Missouri, will plead guilty Friday to shooting and wounding then 16-year-old Ralph Yarl after the teen mistakenly knocked on Lester's door, undisclosed to what Lester will plead guilty to. A bus and a truck collided head-on near a town on the border with South Africa. 24 people killed. This is ABC News.
Lowe's knows that free is just better. That's why MyLowe's Rewards is free to join. As a member, you earn points towards MyLowe's money on eligible purchases, get exclusive free gifts, and earn free shipping at Silver Key status, all on top of weekly member-only deals. Don't wait. Join MyLowe's Rewards for free today and start saving more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Jackson Hewitt makes taxes feel like a yacht rock song.
April breeze, give me my biggest tax refund, please. You, me, and a lifetime accuracy guarantee.
And now get $100 just to try Jackson Hewitt. Does your tax person do that?
Say goodbye to that no guarantee tax guy.
Ready to sail through tax season? Go to Jackson Hewitt and you'll be limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Attention all egg producers. It's the 2025 Chippewa Valley Egg Conference Thursday, February 20th from 9 to 3:30 at Florian Gardens, Eau Claire. This full-day event presented by Security Financial Bank features a keynote address by Ag strategist Doug Johnson, breakout sessions on tax planning, dairy market updates, and more, plus a panel discussion on modern ag challenges and opportunities. Registration is $30 and includes lunch. Register by February 13th. Visit sfbank.com for registration information. SFB, member FDIC.
The Aaron Rodgers era with the New York Jets is officially over. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Jets issued a news release today that included statements of gratitude from team officials. Rodgers had reportedly been told of his ouster on Sunday. He won just 6 of his 18 starts in New York. The Jets went 5-12 this past season. It is unclear if Rodgers will continue playing or retiring. Brewers pitchers and catchers holding their first official workout this afternoon. They'll be back at it tomorrow. That'll be the first opportunity to see veteran Brandon Woodruff throw to live hitters for the first time since undergoing shoulder surgery. Round 1 of the Genesis Invitational at Torrey Pines in San Diego is underway this afternoon. Scotty Scheffler has the early one-shot lead at 3 under. Hideki Matsuyama is the defending champion. Bucks head into the All-Star break coming off a 103-101 victory over Minnesota last night. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown auto owner's insurance agent's working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Johnson secures 500 slot. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
NASCAR's only street race returns to the streets of Chicago July 5th and 6th. Lock in your ticket to summer thrills now. Visit NASCARChicago.com for more.
The dry spell is over for Alex Bowman. 90-degree right-hand turn remains. He makes it perfectly out onto the front straightaway. Checkered flag is in the air, and Alex Bowman has won in the streets of Chicago.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson will compete in Sunday's Daytona 500 after securing a starting position, landing 29th in last night's pole qualifying. The Legacy Motor Club co-owner shared how much was riding on him vying for his third Harley J. Earl trophy.
It's a big weight lifted off, to say the least. The experience I had last year has been ringing through my brain at night, and I've jumped out of bed a few times with some nightmares. We're doing so much to turn Legacy Motor Club around and have it point in the right direction. And the partnership with Carvana and bringing Shaquille O'Neal in and the days ahead and what we have planned, and it would have really, really been a bummer to miss the race.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back.
Join me, Chip Flory, with AgriTalk weekdays at 1 on Real Country, 1430 WRDN.
Welcome back to Mondovi High School halftime as Panthers leading 35-23. It is an extended halftime. They are doing some stuff with the youth basketball tonight. But in that first half for the Panthers, Parker Olmsted has 9 so far. Luke Weber has 16 to lead the Panthers. Connor Wittig has 2. Dane Bates 4, and Brett Brydom has 4. Meanwhile, for Mondovi, Caden Deaton had 9 in the first half. Also, Bo Spindler had 2. Blake Williamson had 6. Griffin Rudd 4, and Bodie Faulkner had 2. Again, 35-23. Panthers are leading. They were down almost like, I think it was 9-7 at least to start the game, but have been able to battle their way back. Looking at scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, scores that we are following for tonight. Some of the games going on, along with the Panther Mondovi game. Somerset is at Ellsworth tonight in girls hoops. Wabasha Kellogg at Schaefer in boys basketball. Baldwin Woodville playing Osceola tonight in girls hoops. St. Croix Central at Altoona. That also in girls basketball. St. Croix Central playing Altoona as well. It's a doubleheader over in Altoona with boys and girls. Also, Randolph is at Lake City tonight in boys basketball. Colfax is at Elmwood Plum City. That game being held at Elmwood High School tonight. Spring Valley is taking on Elk Mound in boys hoops tonight. It's Boyceville. They are at Glenwood City that in boys basketball. And Melrose Maduro is taking on Alma Pepin tonight in girls hoops. Another girls game, Amory at Prescott, and also Red Wing at Austin. Both of those games in girls basketball. So pretty busy night on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard as well. And you can always follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our website at realcountry1430.com. As we have about 4 minutes remaining here in our halftime, with the Panthers again leading by a score of 35-23 earlier this week. Of course, Emma White had scored her 1,000th point of her basketball career, and of course the Panthers were on the road when that happened. They will be coming back here to town tomorrow night to take on Boyceville. That game subject to change because of the weather. Winter weather advisories are now in effect for the entire WRDN listening area, as we could see 3 to 6 inches of snow, and the heaviest could be in the afternoon. So it's definitely something we'll have to watch, but I'm sure there'll be some recognition for Emma tomorrow night during the Lady Panther girls basketball game against Boyceville, and we'll have that game for you as well here coming up tomorrow night with the preview at 7 o'clock and tip-off at 7:15. Well, we got just a few minutes left here in our halftime. We'll have second half action here coming up. You are listening to Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and also 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand. Second half on the way. On the way.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Turn your smartphone into a radio. Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Mondovi High School, where we are just minutes away, actually under a minute away now, from our second half. All right, with the Panthers leading 35-23. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning funeral services online at goodrichfh.com. Elsivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Elsivia Co-op. SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Don't forget the Ag Conference with SFB, the Chippewa Valley Ag Conference, coming up next Thursday at Florian Gardens. And Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Panthers will get the ball to start this second half. Panthers will be going from left to right, and Buffalo's right to left here in the second half. And Brydung to inbound it. And inbounded to Olmsted. We are underway. So Olmsted will have to come back across the timeline and hands it off to Weber. Weber now over to Olmsted. Alley-oop is blocked. Nice timing by Faulkner to block that. And across the timeline now over to Spindler. Spindler inside. Shot is good by Faulkner. Makes it 35-25 Panthers. Over to Olmsted now. Olmsted across the timeline to Bates at the top of the key. Bates now over to Olmsted. Olmsted on the right wing. Inside to Anderson. Anderson lays it up and in. 37-25 Panthers. Inbounded now to Rudd. Rudd on the far side, not across the timeline. He does get across the timeline now. Bounce pass over to Spindler. Spindler into the corner is Faulkner. Into the lane. Puts up the shot. Rims out no good. Rebounded by Bates. To Olmsted. Olmsted, 2-on-1 break. Splits two defenders up and in. To make it 39-25 now. Inbounded to Rudd. Rudd now over to Spindler. And across the timeline into the corner now. And a whistle and a foul. And so the foul will be on Anderson. So inbounding it will be Faulkner to our left. Anderson has to come out. Wittig comes in. And inbounded to Deaton. Deaton gets around Bates. Under, lays it. No good. Bates with the rebound to Olmsted. Olmsted, a bomb over to Weber. Weber, left baseline. Whistle, foul. Foul's going to be on number 20, and that's going to be on Williamson. And so inbounding it will be Brydung. Brydung out to Bates at the top of the key. Brydung now over to Olmsted, left wing. Olmsted now retreats back, comes over to the top of the key. Over to Weber now. Weber inside to Bates. Bates in the lane. Fakes left, goes right. Count it, and the foul. Foul be on number 42, Deaton. Make it 41-25 Panthers. 16:21 remaining here as Bates will try to go for the three-point play. And free throw no good, but rebounded by Brydung. Brydung's pass, so what a steal. And back the other way now to Rudd. Rudd up and in. And so that all started after Williamson intercepted that pass as Brydung was trying to get the rebound back outside. Over to Bates now. Bates over to Olmsted, squares up, three ball on the way, shot no good. Rebounded by Rudd. 41-27 Panthers. Rudd across the timeline now. Back over to Deaton. Deaton now over to Rudd. As Rudd now back towards center, over to Faulkner. Now to Deaton in the lane, puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded though by Spindler. Spindler's pass though intercepted by Wittig, and he'll be fouled. Fouled by number 20, Williamson. And so it'll stay Panther ball. And Brydung to inbound it to our left. He'll inbound it to Olmsted. And Olmsted now. Not across the timeline, over to Bates at the top of the key. Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted right side to Bates on the right wing. Hands it off to Olmsted. Olmsted now to the top of the key. And pass is going to be nearly intercepted by Rudd. He tried to save it, but Olmsted's the one that came back up with it. As Brydung now, right wing. Over to Weber. Weber on the far side. Works off the screen from Bates. Weber now at the free throw line. Puts up the shot. Good. Luke Weber having a heck of a night. Inbounded now to Rudd. 43-27 Panthers. As Spindler now across the timeline. Over to Faulkner. Faulkner on the left wing. Comes out towards center now to Rudd. Into the corner now. Back to Deaton. Deaton into the lane. Lays it up. Rims out. And they're going to call off of Bates. And so it will stay Mondovi ball. Looked like Deaton was going to get that one to drop, but it just rimmed out on him. 14:38 remaining in the game. 43-27 Panthers. As on the inbound pass, loose ball. Weber got it over to Brydung. Brydung to Olmsted. Olmsted up and in. Timeout Mondovi. Full timeouts. 45-27 now. Panthers lead. 14:28 remaining here in the game. Thank you to Sundstrom & Company. It's tax time. Give them a call for your appointment today. 672-4425 to schedule that appointment. Charles LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They also do service of other brand name appliances too. That's Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Care Center with complete auto service right now. They're helping out the children of St. Jude's Hospital when you need a brake job. They will make a donation, and you can find out more about that at Adams Super Service, downtown Durand. EdTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access at Durand. And the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight, so please thank all of our sponsors. So the timeout is done, and it'll be Mondovi ball. Panthers leading 45-27, 14:28 remaining here in the game. All right. And so Spindler to inbound it to Faulkner, back to Spindler. Spindler now to Rudd, right on the far side. Rudd gets across the timeline for the Buffaloes. Over to Brenner. Brenner on the right wing now. Into the corner is Faulkner. Faulkner now back out to Rudd at top of the key. Staying on the outside is Brenner. Brenner over to Faulkner now. Faulkner comes back out towards the center. And now out to Williamson. Williamson now over to Spindler on the left wing. Back to Williamson, top of the key. Over to Rudd. Rudd right wing to Williamson. Williamson to Spindler. Spindler now into the corner to Brenner. Brenner, though, has to kick it back out to the top of the key. 15-footer on the way. Shot no good. And saved by Bates to Brydon to Weber. Weber across the timeline now. Cross-court pass now over to Sabelko, who's in. Sabelko to Wittig. Back to Sabelko at the top of the key. Sabelko now looking for a cutter, no one there. Over to Weber. Weber left wing. Weber on the far side. Looking for someone inside, no one's there. Cross-court pass to Sabelko. Sabelko now, he'll drive into the lane. Kicks it back out to Brydon. 3-ball is good by Brett Brydon. Oh, it was the high-low. Here we go. And inbounded to Rudd. Rudd now back to Spindler. And across the timeline to Williamson. Williamson now tries to drive inside, has to kick it back out to the left corner. Spindler now regains control of the ball back at center. Top of the key now. He's going to try and drive inside. Can't do it. Has to kick it back out now to Brenner. Brenner out to Williamson. Now to Rudd. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. But rebounded by Brenner. And gets it out to Faulkner. Oh, to Rudd. Rudd top of the key now over to the left wing to Brenner. Back to Rudd now. Rudd over to Spindler, rather. Spindler top of the key. Head fakes the 3. Over to Rudd. Left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Rudd to make it 48-30 Panthers. As Weber now will bring it up across the timeline now. Weber now over to Sabelko. Sabelko cross-court pass to Brydon. Brydon on the right wing. Brydon now looking for a cutter. Bounce pass to Sabelko into the right corner. Sabelko comes out to the wing now over to Bates. Bates to Weber. Weber working on the screen off of Bates. Oh, here comes the trap, and it was set perfectly. And is saved, but then thrown back to Brydon to Bates. Bates back the other way. Has his shot blocked. No foul, and back the other way comes Mondovi. And here comes a 10-foot shot from the right baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wittig. Over to Brydon. Brydon across the timeline. Brydon, 15-footer, and is no good. Rebounded by Bates, and whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on Bates. So they're going to call the foul on Bates. Again, Panthers lead 48-30, and inbounding it will be Spindler. And so inbounded now to Faulkner. Faulkner over to Rudd, across the timeline now to Williamson. Williamson gets it across the timeline to Brenner. Back to Rudd. Rudd has to kick it back out, trying to drive inside. And now they get it back out to the top of the key to Spindler. Spindler to Brenner. Brenner now over to Faulkner. Faulkner top of the key to Rudd. Rudd right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Rudd. To make it 33-48 now, Panthers. Across the timeline is Weber. Weber keeps it himself. Hop, skip, jump, puts it up and in. All split 2 defenders. And he just took it to the house. Wow. Over to Faulkner now. Faulkner back to Spindler. And the ball thrown out of bounds. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Sabelko. It'll stay Panther ball. 50-33, Panthers lead. Anderson coming in now for Bates. Check that, Mondovi gets the ball. All right, so Mondovi ball and Spindler to inbound it on the far side in front of the Panther bench. And inbounded to Faulkner. Full court Panther press. Now they start to retreat back out. And across the timeline now is Faulkner. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Wittig. Loose ball, but Wittig finally comes back up with it. Dishes it back out to Olmstead. Right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. And another loose ball. And Anderson comes up with it that time. And puts up the shot to make it 52-33. And Panthers lead now. Bomb inside. And loose ball. And coming up with it is Olmstead. To Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck shot blocked but foul. And so that will go. Foul will be on number 21. That's going to be on Spindler. And going to the line for 2 is Weisenbeck. And thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. And first free throw on the way is good. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner, the Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com and Bauer Bill Tire. Let Bauer Bill Tire take care of your automotive needs. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bauerbuilt.com. Please thank all of our sponsors as they make our broadcast possible. Weisenbeck makes the second one, so he makes them both to make it a 54-33 Panther lead. Inbounded now to Rudd. 9:58 remaining. And across the timeline is Spindler. Spindler across the timeline now over to Brenner. Brenner now to Deedon. And Deedon now has skidded out to Brenner on the left wing. Back to Faulkner. Now to Rudd. Shot blocked by Weber. And coming up with a loose ball was Wittig. Over to Olmstead. Olmstead across the timeline. Weber now. Right wing 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Under. Lays it no good. And Rudd comes up with it as it's tipped out. Whistle of the foul on Anderson. That'll be his 4th, by the way. 54-33, Panthers lead. 9:25 remaining. And inbounded now to Faulkner. And Faulkner now across the timeline for the Buffaloes. Over to Rudd. Rudd right wing. Can't take the shot now. Has to dish it back off to Spindler in the corner. Back out to Deedon now over to Brenner. Brenner back to Faulkner in the left corner. Faulkner now to Deedon. To Brenner, to Rudd. Rudd right wing to Deedon. Deedon squares up. 3-ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson, the pass is tipped, but Weber comes up with it. Drives inside. Whistle and a foul. I think the foul is going to be on Faulkner, number 3. And so going to the line for 2 is Weber. Thank you to the Cottage. Don't forget, the Cottage will be open tomorrow, guys. Get that Valentine's Day gift. Yeah, don't get your flowers from the gas station. Get them from the Cottage downtown Durand. Also, the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. First free throw, no good. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Download the app at shopfreshmarkets.com for more information and have more savings from your hometown grocery store. First free throw was no good by Weber. Next free throw on the way is good, so he makes the second one. to make it 55-33 Panthers. Inbounded now to Rudd. Rudd across the timeline. Rudd now over to Deedon. Deedon tries to drive in top of the key, kicks it back out to Rudd. Over to Williamson to Rudd on the right wing. Rudd now, bounce pass over to Faulkner. Faulkner now has to retreat back out. He retreats back towards center now. Now to Spindler. Spindler drives inside, puts up the shot. Nice shot by Spindler. Going into the lane and into traffic and puts it up and in. As Olmsted now across the timeline over to Weber on the far side. Weber comes back towards center now over to Olmsted right wing. Olmsted now to Bryden. Bryden top of the key, head fakes. Now bounce pass inside to Anderson. Kicks it back out to Weisenbeck. High-low, here we go. Shot no good, but rebounded by Anderson. Over to Olmsted. 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. And loose ball, whistle, and a foul. Foul will be on Bryden. 55-35. Panthers lead, 7:48 remaining. So inbounding it will be Spindler. Spindler inbounds it now to Faulkner. Over to Williamson. Williamson across the timeline now over to Rudd. Rudd into the right corner. And a 3-ball on the way from the top of the key is Spindler with the 3. To make it 55-38 now. And across the timeline comes Olmsted over to Weisenbeck. Into the corner now to Bryden. Bryden's pass intercepted. And coming up with it is Rudd. Rudd back the other way for the Buffaloes. Now another 3-ball on the way. And that is Deedon with a 3. 55-41 now. Panthers timeout. Durand-Arkansaw with 7:07 remaining. Bit of a run by the Buffaloes. 55-41. Panthers still lead. And thank you to Numbers Are Us, your daily money manager. 3rd Avenue West Durand. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 and find out how Rhonda can help protect your family from fraud. Also help with those bills as well. And all of those late fees, she can help you avoid all of those as a daily money manager. Just give Rhonda a call again at 672-8093 or visit her online at numbersareus.com. Durand Smokehouse, where the hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. When you buy that half or whole hog, you can also get some specials on beef too, just in time for the summer grilling season, because it really is not that far away. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank all of our sponsors for their support. All right, the timeout is done. Panthers leading 55-41 with 7:07 remaining. Panthers have the ball. Anderson to inbound it on the far side. And inbounding it now to Olmsted. And over to Weber now. Weber on the wing. Over to Bryden, top of the key now to Olmsted. Olmsted to Weber. Weber back at center. Weber nearly loses the ball. Whistle and out of bounds as really doing a good job with Spindler. He nearly stole it. By the way, Spindler's a freshman. All right, so Weber now to try to inbound it again. Here we go, and over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Olmsted now. Olmsted looking for a cutter. Now he's going to drive in from the left wing. Puts up the tough shot, rims out, no good. Rebounded by the Buffaloes. Quickly back the other way comes Rudd. Rudd down to the right wing. And pass intercepted. Intercepted by Olmsted. Olmsted, a whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 20. That's going to be on Williamson. So Olmsted to the line for 2. Take it to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building a smart fiber optic community from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. The Riverside Grill, they'll have some Valentine's evening dinner specials tomorrow night, including some fish fry specials too. That's at the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. First free throw was good. And next free throw on the way by Olmsted gets the shooter's roll. And it makes it 57-41 now, Panthers. Rudd now, not across the timeline, gets it down to Deaton. Deaton in the left corner now, has to kick it back out. And over to Spindler. Spindler on the right wing. Spindler now to Rudd. Rudd back at center. Rudd looking for a cutter, no one there. Now has to get it down to Faulkner. Faulkner nearly lost the ball. Out to Rudd. Rudd now over to Williamson. Cross-court pass now to Faulkner. Faulkner on the right wing to Rudd. Now onto the left wing now is Williamson. Williamson over to Rudd. Rudd back at center. Now over to the right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Anderson to Olmsted. 57-41, Panthers lead. Over to Brydung now. Brydung across the timeline. Anderson top of the key. Inside to Bates. Whistle, foul. Foul, I think, is going to be on Mondovi. Going to be on Deaton. That'll be his third. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 now is Bates. 5:28 remaining, 57-41, Panthers lead. And free throw on the way is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Faulkner, and across the timeline now over to Deaton. Over to Rudd. Rudd now to Faulkner back at center. To Rudd. Rudd on the right wing. And they're nearly stolen, but Williamson comes up with it to Rudd. Rudd, right wing. Out to Faulkner now at top of the key to Rudd. They're working on the right side. He's back on the right wing. Back out towards center. And now over to the left wing to Faulkner. Inside pass to Spindler. Puts up a shot, no good. And saved by Anderson. Back to Olmsted. Olmsted to Brydung. Brydung goes around his defender, overlays it, rebounded by Bates, underlays it, and rebounded by Faulkner, creating enough problems to kind of mess up the shot. Over to Spindler now. Spindler back to Rudd on the far side in front of the Mondovi bench. Back towards the center now is Faulkner. Cross-court pass now to Rudd. Panthers lead 57-41, 4:24 remaining. Now back over to Rudd. Rudd right corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Brydung. And Brydung now across the timeline over to Wittick. Wittick back to Brydung. Brydung back towards center now. Towards the timeline. Over to Wittick on the right wing. Wittick to Anderson. Top of the key. Inside to Bates. Bates lays it up and in. And so now 59-41 Panthers. Over to Rudd now. And Rudd across the timeline. Rudd now over to Spindler. Back to Rudd. Bounce pass now to Williamson. 3-ball on the way from the right side. Williamson with the 3 to make it 59-44. Panthers lead. And across the timeline now over to Brydung. Brydung now to Anderson. Anderson alley-oops into Bates. Whistling a foul. Bates will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Not sure who the foul's on. Reminder, NASCAR returns this weekend. We'll be at the Daytona Speedway. We'll have the Xfinity Series race coming up on Saturday afternoon at about 4:30. Then at 12:30, it's the Great American Race. The Daytona 500 Sunday afternoon with coverage beginning at 12:30 here on WRDN and online at realcountry1430.com. Home for NASCAR all season long. All right, so Bates with the 1-and-1. Foul was on Williamson, his fourth, by the way. And free throw on the way, no good. But rebounded by Brydung, overlays it. Anderson, though, has to put it back up. And so now makes it 61-44 right across the timeline for the Buffaloes. This Panthers leading 61-44. Williamson now right corner pass intercepted. Intercepted by Olmstead to Wittig. Wittig lays it up and in. 63-44 now. Inbounded to Rudd. And Rudd across the timeline now for the Buffaloes. Over to Williamson. Williamson down to the right wing. And inside pass now. A nice inside pass blocked though by Anderson. Was Spindler's shot, but he gets the loose ball. Behind the back over to Rudd. Rudd now bounce pass to Faulkner. Out to Williamson. Williamson on the left wing. Inside to Spindler. Here comes the trap back out to Williamson. Rudd now. Right wing. Head fakes to three. Pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Olmstead. Olmstead keeps it himself. Stop. Shot. Overlays it. No good. And rebounded by Faulkner. Back the other way to Rudd. And a 15-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Bridham. Back to Olmstead now. Olmstead over to Wittig. Wittig into the lane. Has to kick it back to the outside to Olmstead. Olmstead on the right wing. Panthers lead 63-44. 2 minutes remaining. Over to Wittig now. Wittig on the left wing. Coming up our Bauer Bill Panther postgame show. Over to Olmstead now, inside to Bates. Bates shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 21. That's going to be on Spindler. So Bates to the line. 2 shots. Think of O'Galley Cheese Factory with cheese and meat trays for any type of get-together. First free throw, no good. Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. The Sal Block with their Fish Fry Fridays. They also have the soup and salad bars. Don't forget the other daily specials, too, at the Sal Block downtown Durand and Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email. Visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Well, it looks like we're going to have a lot of subs in now. Next free throw on the way by Bates is no good. And we do have subs in for Mondovi. As across the timeline now is Deedon still in and the ball thrown out of bounds. And now we're going to get some subs in for the Panthers. As Olmstead and Bryden come out. We've got Kroleski and Berger now in for the Panthers. So inbounded now to Gruber for Mondovi. Back to Kunziker, and cross-court pass now over to Dominguez. He'll put up a 3-ball shot, no good. Tipped out, Bates comes up with it. And he'll get it over to Berger. Berger across the timeline for the Panthers, leading 63-44. And stolen. And stolen by Dominguez. Shot put up, overlays it, no good. And rebounded by number 12. Shot put up and up and in. Deedon will come up and finish the shot to make it 63-46. Plus the timeline is Berger. Berger over to Sabelko. Sabelko now. Sabelko kicks it over to Weisenbeck, left corner, 3-ball by Weisenbeck. Timeout to let subs in. So Bates comes out and Alex Hagness comes in. 66-46, Panthers lead, 47 seconds remaining. They will win this game. And so bringing it up courts, Konitzer, and he'll get it over to Dominguez. Dominguez on the wing, and ball nearly intercepted, but Belvich comes up with it. Now over to Konitzer at the top of the key, and now gets it into the corner over to Belvich, and Belvich now kicks it back out to Bauer. Bauer now, around the horn we go, 20 seconds remaining. Long 2 coming up, shot put up, no good. Rebounded by Mondovi, shot put up, no good. That's number 13. He puts up another shot, that's Gruber. Got a couple of putbacks and to make it 66-46. And across the timeline is Berger. That should pretty much wrap it up. Panthers win it tonight by a score of 66-48. 66-48. Panthers win it And coming up, we have our Bauer Built Panther postgame show being brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, Durand and Muldrive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bauer Built Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Mondovi High School, where tonight the Panthers win it by a score of 66-48. And let's run down scoring tonight for both these teams. For the Panthers, Parker Olmsted had 15. William Weisenbeck had 5. Luke Weber, 21 on the night. Wittig had 4. Max Anderson had 6. Dane Bates had 8. And Brett Breithaupt had 7. With the win, the Panthers now improved to 10-1 in the Dunn St. Croix, 16-4 overall. Excuse me. For Mondovi, it was Griffin Rudd had 12 on the night for the Buffaloes. Bodie Faulkner had 4. Cameron Gruber had 2. Blake Williamson had 9. Bo Spindler had 4. And Caden Deaton had 12 on the night. With the loss, the Buffaloes now are 1-10 in the Dunn St. Croix, 3-18 overall. Very beginning of this game, though, the Buffaloes did come to play, and they had a pretty nice lead going on, at least at the very beginning of the game, but that the Panthers were able to kind of work through that and battle their way back to win this game tonight by a score of 66-48. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, hope to talk with Coach Radetsky about tonight's game and also get some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard as well. We'll do that here coming up. It's the Bauer Built Panther postgame show being brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN. Bauer Built Tire and Service.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Mondovi High School, where tonight the Panthers win it 66-48 in boys basketball. From the JV game earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 41-35. We do have a few scores starting to trickle in as well. Amory defeats Prescott tonight by a score of 67-49 tonight. That in boys basketball. It was Somerset over Ellsworth by a score of 56-27. That in girls basketball tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. And Coach coming up here. And we're going to have a chance to talk with Coach. As Coach comes up, we're going to have a chance to talk with him. There we go. All right, so Coach comes on over. And, well, Coach, I have to be pretty happy with tonight's game as well, even though what we had kind of talked about at the very beginning of the game, boy, you let Mondovi get a big run in the beginning, and that's exactly what they did.
Right, it was. And one guy, he can shoot it, we know that, but not like he's out there, shooting 10 threes a game or nothing like that. And he got out, got hot, hit 3 in a row, and then the other guy banks the 3 in. Well, that's 12 points right there in the first half on those 4 shots. So, they did. They got out hot. Our guys, kept their composure, battled back, took the lead into halftime, and then it was just, second half, we got out in transition. I said, we got to work on finishing some shots on the left side of the hoop over there. We left a lot of points on the board, not knocking them down on the left side in transition and even rebound putbacks that didn't go in for us. But, and second half, they got hot for a little stretch there and made a little run, cut it to 12 or 14, again on like 3-4 threes in a row, boom, boom, boom. And that's all it takes to kind of get back in. But I thought our guys, played it pretty well all game, battled. They're a young club, Mondovi, but we know we're going to see them for a long time. There are a lot of freshmen out there.
Spindler looked really nice out there for Mondovi. I mean, he's going to be a tough player as he gets older. I mean, even defensively, he looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, they all have that quick twitch a little bit out there and can stay with those guys. And I'm impressed on how they've handled it as young guys, kind of having to be leaders out there too. There are a lot of them are playing bigger roles and bringing it up the court and all that. So, they're getting a lot of experience this year. That's for sure.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky, in that first half, it was Luke Weber that kind of kept you in the game.
Yeah, he did. He had a really nice half there and a good game in general. But yeah, when stuff wasn't going, he was being attacking and aggressive and getting to the free throw line, getting some layups, and really sparked it for us to get us going. That's for sure.
Well, big win. You move on to now 10-1. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky as the Panthers win it tonight by a score of 66-48, and again go to 10-1 in the Dun St. Croix. Next broadcast is going to be coming up tomorrow night, weather permitting, because we do have that snowstorm coming. The Lady Panthers are expected to take on Boyceville tomorrow night. We'll have the Advent Health Panther preview coming up at 7, tip-off at 7:15 tomorrow night from Durand-Arkansaw High School. JV game tonight, Panthers won that too, 41-35. Our final score again, Durand-Arkansaw wins it over Mondovi, 66-48. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Boys High School Basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM, WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.